Hi dear students, Mr. Bharani is on the line. He will going to speak about the industrial safety training section, and also he will going to mention about the guidance related to industrial safety engineering. He is from ISRO. He want to share all his ideas about interview pattern as well as work experience, all those things. Hope this section will be useful to all of you. Let's invite Mr. Bharani on the line. Hi Bharani, how are you?
Hi sir, I am fine sir. Good afternoon sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So many students are waiting for your guidance.
Okay sir.
So we want your time for next 20 minutes.
Sure sir, I am happy to spend the next 20 minutes with you sir.
Yeah, thank you Bharani. First of all, before going to start the section, we would like to know about yourself, like your college background, where are you from exactly, whether you came through GATE exam or you have directly written the exam of ISRO. Can you please explain all those things one by one in detail?
Yes sir, I graduated from Anna University, Tiruchirappalli. My discipline is mechanical engineering. The year 2014, the same year 2014, I qualified the GATE examination with a rank of 2469. And after that, I went into the Masters, MTech Industrial in the NIT Tiruchirappalli. After that, open recruitment came from ISRO, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. With that, I applied. It was a direct interview. There is no written examination for this since it is through the master's program. So I went to the interview to the Satish Dhawan Space Center, and I have shortlisted for, and I have selected. And right now I'm working in Satish Dhawan Space Center as a safety engineer.
Okay, nice, Bharani. That means you haven't gone through the gate. You cleared. I mean, you directly went through the ISRO notification, right?
Yes, sir. My selection is based on the direct interview.
Okay, so that notification is for master students.
Yeah, it is for master students.
Okay, and fine, no issue, Bharani. I mean, while you are going for the interview on the day of interview session, can you please tell us like exactly how how many members are there in the interview panel and how they started your interview? Whether is there any HR round first before going to the interview panel? How exactly the interview section will be?
Sir, I will tell you about the interview process in ISRO in general. For me, the interview panel consists of 10 members. There will be one chairman for the interview board. Usually, he will be the director of the center, and other deputy directors and AD level people will be there. Totally, 8 to 10 members will be there, and chairman will be sitting at the center, and you will be sitting in. They have called totally 40 candidates per day, and totally 80 candidates they called. First day it was 40, and second day it was first day. Mine was second day first candidate. I am the second day first candidate. So 9 o'clock it will start. Sharply the interview and the interview process will start. There won't be any HR process before the. For ISRO it is concerned with ICRB. Central recruitment, recruitment. There won't be any HR. Only one round of interview will be there. That will be purely technical. We cannot expect any kind of HR question in the ISRO interview itself, whether it is ICRB or center specific recruitment.
Nice. The moment when you entered into the interview chamber, whether they straight away started the technical questions or else the first 5 minutes they asked some general questions like where are you from, what were you doing, and all these questions. How it was exactly?
For me, actually, when I went into the interview chamber and I sat in front of the 10 members, in front of the chairman, you will be sitting in front of the chairman, and other members will be sitting left side and right side. There will be 5 members. So when I went there and sat in front of the chairman, directly they will start with the technical question. For me, they started directly with the technical question. Okay, tell me about your project. Explain about your project. That was the first question I faced. I explained about the project, but my project, since I am from safety, my project is based on the safety shoe. So there is no question based on my project. So directly they went to some technical question like what is Bernoulli equation. They gave some practical problem and they asked me to solve the problem in the board. In front of the panel there will be a board and there will be sufficient A4 sheet also will be there. So directly they will write the problem and they will give you and they will ask you to solve the problem. So I discussed with my many friends who has attended many, means all of the entrant in the ISRO through ICRB panel only, interview only. So for all the people, there was no specific HR question like what you did in the past year, what is a hobby, like any other interview. There was no such question. Maximum you can expect introduce yourself. That may be the first question. Apart from that, I have never come across any HR question in the ISRO interview panel. And I can say 100% it will be based on the technical questions only.
So Bharani, whether the questions are only related to basics or will they ask the questions at advanced level? Because in PSU interviews, some section of questions they will ask from the basics, some section of the questions they will ask from the application. So it's for a BTech student or for any student who just graduated, you know that it is quite difficult to answer the questions related to the application. Then can you please tell us like whether the questions will be on basics or application?
As far as ISRO is concerned, the interview panel will start only with, they will ask the very basic questions, but there will be a number of more number of basic questions will be there. Like if you are going, they will ask you what is the auto ignition temperature of a fuel. If you are able to tell what is auto ignition temperature, if you are able to explain, then they will go for the next advanced level of the same question. Then specifically they will go for what is auto ignition temperature of hydrogen and any other fuel like LPG. So like that, they will start with the basic question. Once you are able to answer the basic question, then they will go to the next level, advanced, that is specific related to that. Directly, they will not give you a cumbersome problem and they will not ask you to solve. Like, for example, the question you cannot expect. Those kind of questions they will never ask. They will ask related to concepts only, that will be basic. Then, once you are able to answer, then they will go for the next level of ability.
Okay, Bharani. So I think you have given the clear picture related to the level of the questions. You entered into ISRO through safety department, right? So
Yes,
can you
sir.
please tell us, can you please tell to the safety students what are all the subjects they have to prepare or what are the materials they have to go through before entering into the ISRO interview? Any specific material you can list?
This is a very apt question, sir, because for safety discipline is concerned, there is no specific preparation for a particular organization like ISRO. If you take safety, it's applicable to ONGC, IOCL, BCL, HPCL, or any other organization like BHL manufacturing, or all other PSUs. First, I will list the subject which is to be prepared in the interview point of view. First thing is safety management system, which you have studied in the curriculum. Like that will be generally you have to cover what is accident, what is risk, what is injury, and what is safety audit. Definitely they will ask what is the difference between safety audit, safety inspection. Those kind of questions you can expect. First, number one subject is safety management system. In that specifically you have to study dominoes theory and those kind of theory you have to study. Coming to the next subject, definitely you can expect questions from electrical safety. Electrical safety basics they will ask. Basic the question like whether current is a killer or voltage is. Those kind of basic questions from electricity. You should know about the Ohm's law, what is its implications. Those kind of things definitely they will ask. And circuit breakers you can expect in all interviews, whether it is any PSU, you can expect circuit breaker related questions. That is one of the important topic. Then coming to the next, in general, fire safety engineering and explosion safety. And from that subject, definitely there will be question. What will be the classification of fires? What is IS code used says about the classification of fire? What is explosion? When I say explosion, you should definitely know about the TNT equivalency. Without knowing TNT equivalency, a safety person cannot get through the interview. Those kind of questions you can. Basics of explosion and explosion safety. What are all the safety measures available for explosions? Those kind of that subject you have to go in depth. Fire safety engineering and explosion safety. Coming to the next topic, chemical process safety. There are a lot of chemical process techniques are there that chemical engineers will be studying in depth. But as a safety engineer, you should know about all the chemical process safety techniques. I can give you examples like fault tree analysis, event tree analysis, and also HAZAP, failure mode critical analysis, failure mode effective analysis. Those kind of questions you can definitely accept. These are all the must cover topics as far as safety is concerned. And the next important topic is those kind of rules and regulations are there. As a safety professional, you must know all the rules and regulation governing the industries. All the PSUs should abide the rules of the state government and also central government. Specifically, I will mention Factories Act 1948 in related to the pressure vessels and the EOT cranes. What will be the load test value? What is the periodicity of the load test? These kind of questions you can definitely expect. And also regarding to the chemicals, manufacturing, storage, and import of hazardous chemicals, and how to assess a particular chemical. How will you assess the chemical by using a safety data sheet? And apart from that, the rules and regulation, you should definitely cover gas cylinder rules, explosive rules, and SMPV, static and mobile pressure vessels. These rules are the you cannot cover the from top to bottom of the rules, but you should know the definitions. What are all the important divisions and sections? So this is the overall view of the safety engineering interview point of view.
Very well explained, Bharani. I think you have given a very comprehensive idea about the interview.
Yes, sir.
Nice, sir. So how long your interview was done? How many minutes it went? How much time?
My interview went nearly 40% of 40 minutes it went. 40 minutes.
Nice. So actually, I would like to ask this question because many of the students are asking. You have done your masters in NIT Trichy, right?
Yes, sir.
So is there any special weightage will be given to the NIT students and IIT students, or else anybody who has done their masters or UG in any college will have the same kind of weightage in the interview?
I will tell you, sir, as far as ISRO interview is concerned, there is no such special weightage to the particular institution. Whether you are from state government college or central government college or IITs, NITs, they will give equal weightage to all the countries. There won't be any specific weightage to a particular institution, as far as I know.
Nice, sir. That's great, Bharani. So one more thing I would like to ask this question because many of the students usually ask this question, like because you are entering into interview panel where 10 members are sitting. Mostly all 10 members are experts in their field of engineering, right? So
Yes,
will they ask the question like, tell us your your interested subjects, or will they liberally start the interview from anywhere?
Yeah. But as far since safety is concerned, they didn't ask about what are the subject you are interested in. Generally, since my background is mechanical engineering and safety, they ask the questions from mechanical engineering also, some basic questions, and safety they have asked. If you are from mechanical engineering graduate only and for the subject, you can just and your questions will be from that subject. They will tell like that, and you can tell any 5 subjects, and from the subjects only they will ask questions. There are instances like that also they will ask.
Good. So before attending ISRO interview, do you have any work experience, Bharani? Did you work earlier anywhere?
Yeah. After finishing my masters, I joined in Vedanta Group. I worked in 2 companies, group companies. First one I worked in 8 months in Vedanta Aluminum Limited, which is in Odisha. They are basically a smelter, aluminum smelter. They are producing the aluminum rods, ingots from wood. After that, I came to Sterlite Copper Thoothukudi. Everybody might have knowing this. Sterlite Copper Thoothukudi, I have spent nearly 1 year. There I have worked for both company. I worked for safety department only. So this is my work experience. Prior to joining ISRO, I was having 1 year, 8 months experience. 8 months in Vedanta Aluminum Limited and 1 year in Sterlite Copper Thoothukudi.
Is your experience helpful in the interview section, Bharani? I mean, did they ask any question from your experience, work experience?
For safety is concerned, they didn't ask specifically about what you did in the job, previous job, like that. They like those questions. So it was not there, but obviously it helped me. Whatever the work experience I gained, the practical knowledge I was having, that helped me eventually in the interview.
Great.
Like I
Suppose,
participated in the safety audits in my companies. So when they were asking questions about safety audit, I was able to explain very clearly.
nice. Suppose if a student has completed BTech or MTech recently, he don't have any
Yes.
experience. So can his project, whatever he or she done in BTech or masters, will it be helpful in the interview? Will the questions will be from project related work?
Yeah, definitely. A student going to interview can expect questions from BTech projects and also MTech projects. For me, they asked questions of, they asked me to explain about my project. Since my project was based on the safety issue completely, they didn't ask questions about that. If your project is related to some fire fire engineering or any explosion engineering, definitely you can expect questions from that particular project. Panel will be interested in exploring your project and what is your contribution to your project, what is the end use of your project.
Nice, Bharani. Actually, I want to ask this question. Industrial safety, it is a specific specialization which is almost important to every industry, right? So, how is your life in ISRO? I mean, once you entered into ISRO, like how your work culture and how you are, working in the industry. Like, have you felt like too much exposure is there in ISRO to go through?
Yeah, definitely too much opportunities are there. Lot of projects you can come across. There will be a lot of opportunity. It is previously I worked in a private organization. Now it's a government organization. Here I can say opportunities are more. No one will stop you, and you will get recognition once you are doing something. That I can assure you as far as ISRO is concerned. There is no doubt about that. So for ISRO, if you're getting into the ISRO, you will find a lot of opportunities for it. That I can surely assure.
Yes. Very great to see, Bharani, like you are working in such a prestigious organization in India.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Can you briefly tell us, like, suppose if a new student want to attend ISRO interview in safety department, can you please tell us some guidelines what a student should follow before entering into ISRO interview?
For safety is concerned, for a safety graduate, you will definitely have your BTech like bachelor's background you will be having. Just brush up your bachelor's, whether it is mechanical, you brush up your mechanical concepts. If you are from electrical, then you brush up your electrical concepts. Apart from the safety is concerned, I told you 5 specific subjects. Those 5 specific subjects, you study all the concepts, what are the things are there. Then you practically you think and you explore the topics. That will be sufficiently. You study the definitions and you practically also you think and you have to answer practically so that panel members will be satisfied. That is the only thing they will be expecting. That's it.
Nice, Bharani. Suppose, let us say, if they asked almost around 10 questions in the interview,
Yes.
is it required to, because I personally believe that for a student it is not possible to answer 10 out of 10 questions, right? But
Correct.
some students literally they feel very stressful in the interview session if they are not able to answer at least 2-3 questions. For those kind of students, what you can say?
No need to be fear those kind of things. Like it is obvious that one cannot answer all the questions asked in the interview. Even if you don't know a questions, if you don't know a question, if you come across a question, if you don't know anything, you can generally tell that, sir, I didn't study these questions. So that it will be okay. So that you won't lose confidence in the next question. So if you know something related to that question, then you can say whatever you know. Instead of telling wrong answer, you can tell, sir, these are all the things I know. I haven't studied about this. I will explore this. I have to explore like that. You can tell. Out of 10, if you are able to answer 8 questions out of 100%, if you are able to answer like out, it is not necessary to answer all the questions. Like whatever question you are explaining, how you are explaining is the matter. That only they will see. that will show your aptitude and your strength. That's what I can say.
Will they ask any derivations, Bharani, derivations to work out in front of them? Derivations related to
they will not ask derivations. They will not ask derivation. They will give you a practical problem, and directly you can pick the formula, and from that formula you can interpret the result and you can show. I have never came across a panel asking you to derive the equation for what is the deflection. Derivation they will not ask. Directly they will ask the formula and what is the interpretation from the formula. You can expect the panel will be interested.
Nice, Bharani. You have almost covered all the things very comprehensively. Where you've given so many suggestions also. I'm very happy that, and in fact, I am too much happy that you are working in such a prestigious organization. Hope this video will be helpful to many students. Okay, I wish you all the best. I also wish all the students who are watching this video all the best for your ISRO interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.